What's up guys? Sorry for the delay, lambat sikit. Tapi I was just preparing as I just came back. Today we're going to be talking about, I think you guys know, the topic is your vaccination. Okay, so nak bagi tahu, there's been a surge in the message, DM, Instagram, even our YouTube pages, Facebook page. Banyak tanya soalan, message, constantly asking, Doctor, do you have a vaccine in your clinic? And I think it's because Dr. Roland posted the other day proses pengambilan vaksin, and this I have to tell you guys that ramai yang tak tahu macam mana this process vaccination is going on in private clinics. Okay, so I think ini sepatutnya dibuat oleh pihak-pihak tertentu, tetapi disebabkan oleh faktor-faktor yang saya tak tahu. I don't know what is the reason why they never make a video to tell. In fact, apparently there's videos on TV2 and also what do you call this, TV1. Guys, siapa yang tengok TV sekarang? Everyone is hooked on to YouTube and your phone. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to the show, welcome to the talk. And there's something that I need to say, that I don't think there's being enough used by the people who are supposed to do this, who are supposed to be doing this video that I'm doing, to tell you all what is going on and how to get your vaccine appointment, how it works, can you choose your vaccine or not, and all those. And at the end of the session, I will also tell you that there's a lot of ignorance, okay, especially in terms of the people who have came and vaccinated at the clinic. Okay, hello. So just bear with me as I will explain to you the experience of vaccinating people for the past 3 weeks. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you that you can't choose your vaccine. Okay, you can't choose your vaccine. And how do you get your vaccination? Basically, if you go to your phone, in your MySejahtera app, there is your name with vaccination for you, and there's a few questions inside there that will ask you, are you willing to get vaccinated? Are you ready to get vaccinated? Do you have any side effects? A few questions, 2 or 3 questions, and then you click on that, and then you click next. Immediately as you click next, you will get an appointment. Okay, so far, as long as I know, setahu saya, you tak boleh nak pergi ke klinik mana-mana dan minta, doktor saya nak vaksin. Ini bukan typhoid, ini bukan yellow fever, ini bukan what do you call this, your hepatitis vaccine and all those. This is COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, and the only way that the COVID vaccination is being rolled out at the moment is by the government initiative through your MySejahtera app. Okay, and you can only get the app through that. Okay, although I tahu ada beberapa klinik yang melakukan vaccination secara bayaran, which is illegal. I'll tell you now, if you're paying for your vaccine, it's illegal, as far as I know, because there's no initiative, that nothing being told to us that you can start selling the vaccine. In fact, siapa yang jual vaksin pun haven't got into contact with us, the private clinics, yet. So I would tell you that even as far as a month back, people have already started selling the vaccine, and I think a few of them got caught, and some of them even daringly put up the post on social media, and people have been looking for it. And I've also heard from my patients that they have actually called them, and these are some private hospitals and clinics asking foreigners, because I think this is the group of people who do not know where they're going to get their vaccine. So what happens is, I'm not sure how this data is leaked. Again, data these days is readily available for the people who are seeking it. Your data is not protected at all. PDP is rubbish. Alright, so your what do you call this, your information is out there, especially these foreigners were getting calls, do you want to get the vaccine? Pay 380 ringgit for 2 doses of Sinovac. So this is something that I came across recently, and benda ni sepatutnya even 1 month back, it is not legal. It is not supposed to be like that, because the vaccine rollout is by the government initiative, and it is done through your MySejahtera app, where you click and you will be assigned to a place, pusat pemberian vaksin, PPV, which is nearest to you, or it might not be even near, because I heard some people from Nilai came to KLCC to get it. So I don't know what is the demographics of rolling this out to people outside. So you get your vaccine appointment through your app from MySejahtera. That's it, done, nothing else. No one's going to try to sell to you, no one's supposed to try to sell to you the vaccines. And it is still through the government initiative, which is absolutely free. Either it's AZ, Pfizer, or even your Sinovac. It's absolutely free. Alright, so it is not supposed to be paid for. You get it for free. It's free rolling. Okay, next thing is, I think that some people, I mean, this is individual lah, ikut you. Kalau you rasa you're not ready, you can put there, I'm not ready to get the vaccine. Because even our ministers, some of our ministers said that you're not supposed to be forced to get the vaccine. Alright, they said lah. So it is up to your initiative. If you don't want to get the vaccine, it's up to you. You have your own choice. But I also note that a few people are being pushed to get the vaccine. Do your research. Choose which vaccine you want to get. I think the choice is supposed to be there. You are supposed to have your choice. And the other thing is, if you are not ready, you're not ready. Alright? But I would tell you that people generally tak tahu di Malaysia ni ada 3 jenis vaksin. Alright? For COVID-19. Alright? So there's 3 types of vaccines available. Pfizer, Sinovac, and your AZ. Alright? So now, you have to understand that layman atau generally orang biasa ni, dia ingat semua vaksin ni sama. Not all vaccines are the same, I have to tell you. Okay? And the technology behind these 3 vaccines are different. Okay? First of all, you have to understand that the Pfizer-BioNTech uses RNA vaccine. Okay? RNA vaccines have never been used before. We have used rRNA vaccines for hepatitis B vaccines, but mRNA or RNA technology, mRNA technology is one of the first time we are using this. Alright, so and this is done by your Pfizer. So that's mRNA. Secondly is the viral vector, which is the viral vector that we have is AZ. So whoever got AZ, the type of vaccine you have is a viral vector vaccine. Alright, this is also pretty new. Those who got Sinovac, you got live attenuated or deactivated vaccine, which is the oldest way of making vaccines. So if you remember your BCG shots and all those are live attenuated vaccines, but that is against bacteria and this is against a virus. It's different. So live attenuated vaccine, so where the virus is weakened or even killed before it is put inside your body. Alright, and there is this spike protein, which is the live attenuated vaccine gets everything from the spike protein to the nucleocapsid to the whole virus itself. Alright, and as for the AZ, you get a viral vector, basically a virus which is not infected. You put that nucleocapsid, you take the RNA of the COVID-19 vaccine, you put it inside and then encapsulate inside a viral vector which is not infectious, just the casing only. Basically casing lain, badan lain, the content is the RNA from the COVID-19, and then they put it into your body. Alright, and the RNA vaccine is basically the RNA code from the COVID-19 itself. Alright, and without the spike protein. The spike protein is the one layer covering on top, so without that. Alright, so you have to understand there are 4 types. There's another one which is basically a protein based one, but we don't have that yet. It's only in the US, but we have all 3 types of vaccine in Malaysia. Now, what baffles me, apa yang buat saya keliru ni, that we at the KL Sky Clinic have been given the authority to give vaccination by the government initiative, vaccination initiative. And sorry, looking for something. Alright, so how we roll that out is we applied to be a vaccination center. Alright, and given our capacity of our staffs, Pfizer and Pfizer-BioNTech are the same. Pfizer is Comirnaty, Pfizer-BioNTech. Yeah. Sputnik not available yet. Sputnik is also a viral vector. Basically, they take, as I said, as I explained earlier, they will take a virus punya capsule. They will put in the RNA of the COVID-19, and they will introduce that into your body. Of course, this nucleocapsid of this virus is not something which is infectious or not something which is going to infect you, but they will take this as a viral vector, which is to introduce that into your cells. Alright, and inside this virus punya capsule is the RNA of the COVID-19. Alright, so now getting back to the story by how we roll out in the clinic. So in a week or a day, we take Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday for vaccinations at the KL Sky Clinic. We don't determine who is going to come to the clinic. Basically, these are random people who applied for the vaccination through the MySejahtera app, and they will get told that go to the KL Sky Clinic to get your vaccination. And what vaccine do we get? Coronavac, alright, which is Sinovac. Coronavac is the name of the vaccine. Sinovac is the company which produces it. Okay, we do not have any other vaccines. I get a lot of messages from my old patients, anyone and all people who know us, even from Instagram, from Facebook and all those. Doctor, can I come to your clinic for vaccine? We cannot choose you. We cannot choose you to come to do vaccine at the clinic, and you cannot choose the KL Sky Clinic or any other clinic specifically at the moment to come and do the vaccination. Because at the moment, it is still through your MySejahtera app, and the app will tell you where to go. That's how it rolls. Alright? Unless there is a paid option where you pay to get your vaccine, which is not rolled out yet. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I do not know when it will be rolled out, but probably by October. I don't know. I don't really know when is the paid options going to be available. But at the moment, KL and Selangor have been 70 to 80% vaccinated, which makes the KL Sky Clinic not an option for vaccination anymore. So the National Vaccination Program Centres have told us, dah bagi tahu kita orang dah, that because there is already 70 to 80% of the adults in Klang Valley already vaccinated, the KL Sky Clinic doesn't need to be a vaccination centre anymore. Alright, so we have vaccinated around 36 people, 2 doses. Alright, 2 doses for 36 people, that's it, we're done. They're not going to give us any more from the National Vaccination Program. If we have it, we'll probably have it by buying it ourselves. Alright, so that option is not there yet. We have already emailed a few Pharmanaga and all those, so they haven't got back to us. So at the moment, we cannot sell yet. Alright, so it's not available for sale. So nak tahu how nak dapatkan vaksin ni, seperti yang saya terangkan, is only by your MySejahtera. Gunakan MySejahtera anda untuk klik the vaccination program under your name tu, dia akan keluar, and sana you boleh klik when you can't choose when you want to get your vaccination juga. Tak boleh nak pilih tarik mana-mana pun. You kena pilih only your name, click on it, and the when you want to get it is already given there. And when you go, masa you pergi ke tempat vaccination tu, you akan dapat satu kad macam ni. Okay, kad ni is your, how to say, your first and your second dose is written here. Alright, dose pertama, dose kedua. So of course your Sinovac is 3 weeks apart, AZ is 6 weeks apart, I think, and Pfizer is also 3 weeks apart. Alright, from your first and second dose, if I'm not mistaken. And kalau nak pilih vaksin buat masa sekarang, tak boleh nak pilih sebab tak ada option untuk bayar lagi. Semua ini under program vaksinasi negara. So ini through your MySejahtera app only. So when you call, message klinik nak tanya, doktor boleh saya dapatkan vaksin, saya akan bagi tahu memang tak boleh. Sebab vaksin at the moment bukan boleh pilih, and bukan boleh pilih tempat pemvaksinan juga. Okay. And third thing is, I think banyak antara you guys yang tak tahu jenis-jenis vaksin ni. Saya dah beritahu tadi. Saya akan beritahu sekali lagi. Some of them ask, boleh terangkan dalam bahasa Melayu? Okey, saya akan terangkan sikit. Ada 3 jenis vaksin. Vaksin yang menggunakan RNA, vaksin yang menggunakan vector virus, dan live attenuated atau vaksin yang telah pun vaksin coronavirus tu dilemahkan. So yang tu akan diinjek ke dalam badan anda. Yang teknologi yang paling lama is your Sinovac. So contoh apa yang pernah kita injek dalam badan kita is your BCG. Alright, di mana bakteria tu diambil dan dilemahkan dan dimasukkan ke dalam badan anda. So Sinovac is the same thing. Sinovac adalah benda yang, virus yang telah diambil dan dilemahkan dan dimasukkan ke dalam badan anda. Alright, Pfizer pula RNA. Okay, so RNA vaccines is one of the very first time lah. Ini kali pertama kita menggunakan RNA vaccine, mRNA vaccine. Alright, RNA vaccine. And your AZ is basically viral vector, di mana nak katakan dia punya cover lah, casing dia lain, badan dia lain. So casing ni diambil daripada virus lain yang tidak bahaya, dan dia akan masukkan RNA atau information daripada COVID-19 virus ni ke dalam viral vector ni dan dimasukkan ke dalam badan anda. So that is your AZ. And your Pfizer is your RNA vaccine. And your Sinovac is your attenuated, di mana ia telah dilemahkan. So dia ini 3 jenis vaksin di Malaysia. And apa yang pelik ni, antara mereka yang datang ke klinik, ada yang tanya, doktor, ini vaksin jenis apa? Kalau nak tanya saya soalan tu, I think the best time to ask that is the first time you datang. Kali pertama you datang ke klinik untuk dapatkan vaksin is the time you ask doktor apa vaksin ni. Tapi peliknya diorang tanya ni masa second dose, which is weird. Okay, so people have to come and ask. If you nak tanya, it is your right to ask. You kena tanya apa jenis vaksin ni. So first time, please ask them what type of vaccine this is. Secondly, saya nak bagi tahu, tak boleh nak campur-campurkan vaksin ni. Sebab saya bagi tahu tadi kan, ada 3 jenis vaksin. So the way these vaccines work, the way these 3 vaccines work is different. Alright, satu is encapsulated, casing dia lain. Dalam tu information of the COVID-19. Satu lagi is the mRNA, the RNA of the vaccine COVID-19 itself. Yang ketiga is the whole virus itself yang sudah dilemahkan. So tak boleh nak campur adukkan. Alright. In Malaysia, there's 3 types. So if you get your first dose Pfizer, second dose pun Pfizer. If you get your first dose AZ, second dose AZ. If you get your first dose as Sinovac, dose kedua pun Sinovac juga. Tak boleh nak campur-campur. Alright. And please ask the doctors or whoever is vaccinating you the first time itself, what is the vaccine that they're getting, not the second dose. Ada pula yang datang second dose, doktor, apa vaksin yang saya dapat? Saya pun pelik. Macam it's already a second time and you're asking me now what kind of vaccine you're getting. What this tells me is basically most of you guys, right, I rasa macam you have to know that Malaysia is one of the leaders when it comes to NCDs, non-communicable diseases, atau seperti your hypertension, your diabetic and all those. We are one of the top leaders in Southeast Asia. In fact, we are probably the number 1. Second is Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, this, apa yang saya nampak is that you guys tak pedulikan about your own health. Apa orang cucuk ke dalam badan you kena tahu. Apa ubat you guys makan, you kena tahu. Walaupun you tak tahu macam mana cara dia berfungsi and all those pharmacology and all those, don't need to know, just get to know the name, at least you will know. And macam mana cara to actually understand this is you can even take your medications, go and Google and search. There is even YouTube videos nak terangkan kepada you in layman's term, atau untuk terangkan kepada mereka-mereka yang bukan daripada background medik ni, how is this going to function in your body. Secara very simple. You nowadays, you don't have to go to library, tak payah pergi mana-mana nak buka buku dan sebagainya. Everything is in your fingertip. In fact, it's in your phone. So you can go to YouTube and you can just watch it there. Alright. Okay. So some of you have posted a few questions. I can't answer all these right now sebab minta maaf. These questions, if you can DM to us, will be very, very good. In fact, if you can send to us via DM, maybe later we will answer you, because today's video I have already set nak jawab apa, and there's a few things that I want to ask as well. Alright, what I want to ask you guys is at the end of the show, bukan sekarang, later. Okay, so now the other thing that I want to ask is, people message dan tanya, doktor, boleh tak inject angin? Come on guys, I think a lot of them dapat persepsi yang salah mengenai Sky Clinic because of the video that Dr. Ron did before. But he was doing a video basically to explain how this vaccines work. Itu sahaja. We are not a clinic which is anti-vaccine or tak menggunakan vaksin. In fact, if you come to our clinic, ada vaksin untuk yellow fever, typhoid, Hep B, semua ada. Alright. So we are not an anti-vaccine vaxxers, or we are not anti-vaxxers. We are not someone who will cucuk angin. There's no such thing. Alright, no such thing as cucuk angin. Alright, so sekarang the new question is, the latest question is, doctor, is this vaccine useful against Delta variant? Adakah vaksin yang sedia ada ni boleh digunakan untuk Delta variant? Saya nak terangkan bahawa there is studies from two countries. Satu daripada England, satu lagi daripada Israel. Alright, so the latest studies from the English journal is, satu injection is satu injection Pfizer is useful as much as 33%. Tapi saya pun rasa macam I could not find any papers, but there is studies saying that it's 33% for one dose, and AZ is 33%, Pfizer is around 38% effective against the Delta variant. Hanya untuk dua saja. They have no studies yet, as far as I know, for Sinovac. Alright, and kalau nak ikutkan logic, the Delta variant is different from the Alpha variant. So now the most predominant, yang paling banyak dapat infection is from the Delta variant, and which is the worst part right now. People are telling that we are in phase 1 recovery when we have cases as high as 19,000 satu hari, and dalam tu kebanyakan, I think we already have a lot of cases with the Delta variant. And how are we supposed to go out with the Delta variant going out? I would still say, I think my personal choice, saya takkan keluar lagi. I would still observe myself to be indoors mostly, and just go and do what I have to do, shopping, beli barang, keperluan rumah. Even that online, some things can be sent to you. If you don't have to go out, I don't think you unnecessarily have to go out. Just keep it to your work if you have to go to work, and then buy the things that you need. Itu sahaja. Most of it sekarang all online. And I would say this is my own safety precaution di mana saya ambil, as the Delta variant is probably surging in Malaysia. I would not want to go out at the moment. But also, I would have to tell you, this one, even if you get angry with me, I don't mind, because saya rasa kebanyakan mereka di Malaysia kan tak tahu what kind of vaccines you are getting. Secondly, you just think that semua vaksin sama. And secondly, the other thing is, the reason why you're getting this vaccine ada banyak sebab. Nak pergi cuti, nak rentas desa, nak rentas negeri, and these are your reasons to get vaccinated, not for better health, which is very very sad. Buatkan saya rasa macam sangat-sangat sedih. Sepatutnya reason pertama is for your own health, okay? And secondly, of the people surrounding you. Alright? And this is for the people who want to get vaccinated. Alright? And I think if your reason sebab you nak ambil vaksin ni sebab boleh pergi cuti, boleh lepak-lepak, boleh makan dine-in dan sebagainya, I don't think that is the main reason why you should be even thinking about it. But if the other thing is you think that there is no one getting infected after getting 2 doses of vaccine, go and Google search. You can find the data in the United Kingdom showing how many percent of people post 2 vaccinations are infected with the Delta variant. Berapa banyak mereka yang dapat Delta variant infected after 2 doses of your vaccine. The only thing is that the severity mungkin kurang. Itu sahaja. Tak bermakna you kebal lepas you dapat 2 dose vaksin. So still observe your SOPs. That's something that I will tell you. Okay. Let me see a few questions. Banyak juga soalan yang keluar. So, bila waktu sesuai untuk ambil vaksin kalau kita baru lepas sembuh dari COVID-19? Very good question. Okay. So this is something that I want to tell later, but I have to tell you that it's something called the COVID-19 antibody test. Okay. I have to tell you that recently we were told, just give me 1 second, yeah. Now on. Okay. So we were told, 1 second. Sorry. We were told that there is no studies yang menunjukkan keberkesanan untuk check antibody. I'm like, who is telling us this? This is basic science, guys. Ini science yang paling basic. If you have an infection before by a virus or bacteria, badan you akan membuatkan antibody itu sendiri. Okay, tak perlukan apa-apa studies. Ini benda yang paling basic science diajar di sekolah pun. Alright. So if you have got infected, not only coronavirus, any other influenza virus ke apa ke dan sebagainya, you can go and check your antibodies. You will have an antibody towards it. Alright? Depends how much. There's IgM, IgG and IgA. Itu semua sangat kompleks, tetapi antibody check akan merangkumi ketiga-tiga ni. Okay? And you can do this for anything, even influenza. Macam sesama batuk biasa, influenza tu, you can check your body for antibodies. Alright? And nak katakan there is no clinical studies to indicate for antibody test ni, antara benda paling pelik yang saya pernah dengar. Alright? You have to understand, ini tak perlukan apa-apa data saintifik dan sebagainya. Ini hanya memerlukan pemikiran yang betul. Logic thinking, science based thinking. Okay? So you have to understand that if you have had an infection, kalau pernah dijangkiti mana-mana virus atau bakteria, you will have a certain antibody yang badan you akan bina untuk melawan the next infection. And kalau virus selalu replicate, dia akan tukar dia punya spike protein dan sebagainya. Even your influenza virus, dia panggil every time it changes dia punya structure. So that's why even though you pernah kena a certain flu type of influenza, you might not get infected by the same thing again, but then disebabkan dia boleh mereplikasikan diri, you will probably get infected by the next type of influenza virus. So you won't have the immunity towards that kind of virus. So same goes with the coronavirus. Since there is a new variant, if there is a new variant, your body does not have, badan you takkan ada natural antibody against this new variant. So what will happen is you'll probably get infected. The same thing. If those people, as I know, masa vaksin ni buat, there is no Delta variant yet. So there is a possibility that you still get the Delta variant. Even the normal variant also, it's possible still. Just that nak katakan macam mana, the severity atau berapa teruk your infection is might be reduced. That's it. Alright. And nak takut, baju tikus makmal dah keluar. So some of you who have ordered, dah hantar hari ni, it will reach you by Friday. I think Semenanjung most of the time 2-3 days. And Sabah Sarawak probably by next week. Alright, dah sampai dah. So esok is the last order day for tikus makmal. Don't forget. Betul ke vaksin tidak akan membentuk antibody tapi immunity badan sendiri? Wait. Of course the vaccines can also, you see, so when you're putting in something macam saya katakan tadi Sinovac dan sebagainya, it will put in what do you call this, the whole virus yang telah dilemahkan ke dalam badan you, your body will actually recognize and make antibody towards it. Of course it will. Alright. About the RNA and the viral vector, I don't know. Sebab it's a new technology, I don't know yet. So mungkin itu yang dikatakan tak ada lagi clinical studies yang tunjukkan. Maybe they meant for that. But if you have taken Sinovac, after a month or 2 months, you can go and check for your antibodies. I'm sure there will be antibodies towards it. Alright. Doctor dah fully vaccinated. Yes, I made my research and I took the Sinovac. Alright, because it is the oldest way of making vaccine and it is the most nak katakan yang paling banyak studies dan paling lama digunakan, teknologi yang paling lama digunakan. So I took that. Dr. Roland pun ambil yang sama juga. Alright. Moderna belum sampai lagi kan? If I'm not mistaken, Moderna is not here yet. Moderna is the same as Pfizer. Moderna uses the RNA technology. Okay. What else question? Swipe Fox. Be a professional dog, please shave. Alamak. Okay, I'll tell you a few things. Ada nak bagi saya advice pula. Okay. This is something doktor, saya rasa saya dah buat kesilapan. Saya baru terambil satu dos Pfizer. Why? You've already taken 1 dose of Pfizer, you will get the second dose. Why do you say that it's a mistake? There's no mistake in it. If you've chosen Pfizer, you take Pfizer. Second dose will also be Pfizer. Alright. Sinovac 3 weeks. Yes. So waktu sesuai bila? Oh, okay. So once you dah dapat your infection, this is something yang tidak diterangkan mana-mana. So if you already get coronavirus and you quarantine yourself, and ini saya nak terangkan, if you have already been infected, normally 14 days after that, they will tell you boleh keluar quarantine dan sebagainya. But to me, what I would understand is that if you are still actively able to spread, bukan semua orang 14 hari, I feel. Alright, what you should do is you should probably just even do a saliva test or RTK test to see if you are positive after at least 14 to 15 days. A second a test to see if you are still having the virus. But if you check your blood for your antibodies, of course you'll have it. Alright, but are you actively still able to transmit it? Should probably do a RTK test by yourself or a saliva test by yourself. RTK you tak boleh buat sendiri, sakit. So you nak buat saliva test. Nowadays even your MySejahtera has a symbol there where you can do your self-test using your saliva kit. And sekarang dah mula jual dah. You can find it even probably some, kalau tak silap, most of the pharmacies will have it ready, the saliva test. Alright, so you can do the saliva test and check it out for yourself. And I think that people should do self-test after 14 days. This is my pendapat saya, di mana saya katakan lepas 14 hari you should check. And when should you get vaccinated? Okay, this is the other thing. Sebelum nak pergi dapatkan vaksin, also I think that you should do a test and see if you are already positive. Some of you are positive without apa-apa simptom, tak menayangkan apa-apa simptom, tak menunjukkan apa-apa simptom sakit, sesama batuk, nothing. As we know, kebanyakan, most of the people are in Cat 1, Cat 2, di mana very minimal symptoms atau mungkin tak ada simptom langsung, hanya sebagai carrier saja. So you just have to test yourself. Why? Because I feel the moment you take the vaccine with katakan you sendiri dah ada the virus in you and you are taking the vaccine, I don't know, I think it's probably like double whammy. You already have the virus with you and you're taking another vaccine. Where if it is the Pfizer, you are taking the Rna. If it is the Sinovac, you're taking the whole vaccine, which is already dilemahkan. Walaupun dilemahkan, there would be some things that akan tunjukkan oleh virus dalam vaksin tu. Alright, it's different. So I think precautionary also that if you are positive, don't go and take it. As some people who are supposed to come to the KL clinic for the second dose, mereka tak dapat ambil because dia dapat tahu dia ada close contact dan dia check and they are positive, so they couldn't come for their second dose. Alright, so I think this is something that people should do by themselves. Test sebelum nak ambil vaksin, and also kalau you dah dapat coronavirus, do a saliva test after 2 weeks to check if you are still actively having the virus. Alright. As for when you can take the vaccine, katakan lepas quarantine and all those, I would say somewhere 6 weeks. Alright, and even before that, do a saliva test to check. Alright, and this is basically something which was asked in the New England Journal, and they actually said 6 weeks, a month to 6 weeks after your active infection, you've come out of your quarantine. Alright. Doktor, kebenaran adalah pasti sikit hari lagi. I don't understand that. Tak apa, kita akan tengok a few other questions. Okay, as I said before, you want to do your antibody test untuk check your antibody naturally. Yes, you can check. So people who would probably have an antibody adalah mereka-mereka yang dapat infection, sudah pun dapat coronavirus COVID infection. And the second one is probably those who have taken your Sinovac. About the people yang dah ambil Pfizer and AZ, saya rasa mungkin nak check untuk antibody tu mungkin not there yet. That's the thing where some minister came out and said that there's no clinical studies yet. But if you think logically, if you already got the infection, there is definitely an antibody in your body and in your blood. Your body's immunity that would be naturally already built against this virus. And secondly, people who have taken the live attenuated vaccine atau vaksin yang sudah pun lemahkan seperti Sinovac, you will have it. I am not too sure. I don't think so. If you have taken Pfizer or AZ, that you'll probably able to see it in your blood test for antibody, because it's a different technology of vaccine. The reason why I say is that the detection of the antibodies by the nucleocapsid atau sel luaran daripada RNA virus tu, dia ada covering tu, so they'll detect that. So that is not in your Pfizer and your AZ. Alright, so secondly, it's also your spike protein, which is not in Pfizer and AZ. So probably because of that, your antibody is not able to be detected. Alright, so we don't know yet. Let's see. That one probably needs a bit of studies. But if you've been infected before, you've had the Sinovac before, after a month, you'll probably definitely have your antibody towards this virus. Alright. I found a person who got vaccine twice. Is it possible? Is the first infection build the natural immunity? Yes, your first infection will build your natural immunity. So if you have taken Just say you've got infected and then lepas tu you ambil Pfizer atau AZ, then you're going to have antibody. Your IgG, IgA and IgM combined, there will be antibody in your in your blood, in your system because of the infection. But is it because of the vaccine, AZ and Pfizer? I don't think so. Boleh ke ambil influenza vaccine after complete COVID-19 vaccine? Yes, you can, but give it some time dulu lah. Alright. Mungkin lepas sebulan atau 2 bulan, you take your influenza vaccine if you need to. Alright. Doctor, what if someone have anemia stage 3 then take full vaccine? Saya rasa I had a patient yang ada anemia juga, tapi nak katakan anemia staging, I tak tahu what is anemia stage 3. Depends how bad, how low is the hemoglobin and what is the reason. Anemia ni bukan satu benda. There's a few types of anemia. So you have to know what type of anemia this is, and probably if they are follow up under hematology, mana-mana hospital, they probably have to get it checked out. What is the reason? Alright, and then probably yes, but then I don't see any problem for people who are having anemia to get vaccinated. There shouldn't be any issue. Alright. Tak boleh tak ambil vaksin, tak boleh pergi kerja mana-mana. Where is the choice? Okay, this one I'm not going to terangkan kepada you, because this is basically even the ministers have told that it is not something which is forced to you. Tidak boleh dipaksa. Tetapi I think if your majikan kata kalau you tak vaksin tak boleh kerja, there's no choice. Doktor, I pernah ambil ubat cair darah selepas bersalin, and masa pregnant itu pun take the vaccine. Okay, Set Nurul. So kalau you pernah ambil I think Klaxin or post Caesar, they will give you an injection, heparin, untuk cairkan darah. That is normal for post pregnancy, but do you have other reasons why doktor kata your darah beku, or is it just because mungkin lepas Caesar tu darah you beku, and ada risiko untuk mendapat darah beku and doktor akan bagi you Klaxin atau heparin? That is normal. Alright, so even if you're taking nak katakan apa tu, Klaxin or heparin atau ubat untuk mencairkan darah, you can still take the vaccine, shouldn't be a problem. In fact, continue taking it, except for the time when you are injecting. I think the day, otherwise continue taking it, there shouldn't be a problem. If ibu-ibu yang mengandung yang ambil heparin and all those, itu hanya that time only. Lepas tu your risiko untuk mendapat darah beku is actually as normal as any other person. Cuma masa lepas cesarean section tu sahaja, or even after normal pregnancy there's a chance, but then otherwise you are normal, you can take the vaccine. What your option for you encourage to take the jab? That you have to see what is the latest studies for the vaccinated pregnant ladies, and there's a bunch of studies. You can search this online. There is for vaccinated pregnant women, and there is different trimesters of the pregnancy where they have injected. Even in Malaysia, in Sunway, I think they've injected with AZ if I'm not mistaken, or Pfizer. So one of these. But if you ask me, Sinovac would be the safest choice for me. As much as I researched for all this, I dapat tahu paling selamat cara beri vaksin yang lama adalah Sinovac, and this is the most safest for me, and I took that. Alright. Yang mengandung, yes, you still get AFI soon, don't worry. Sinovac will be discontinued. Yes, that's what they said. But then they also said that if people ada banyak complication atau ada banyak side effect daripada vaksin-vaksin atau ada side effect daripada ubatan dan sebagainya, Sinovac will be continued. I don't think Sinovac will be discontinued. Sinovac will be continued. Just that mungkin will be a paid option where you will be having it in the clinic or private sectors where you can pay to get your vaccine. I think that option will be still there. Option tu akan ada lagi. Alright. Allergies and eczema. Okay, so someone messaged me yesterday asking, Doctor, after the first dose, I dapat like susah nak bernafas. Okay, that is one severe side effect, where your what do you call this? Your trachea atau your tempat yang udara masuk tu, okay, saluran udara sempit, is actually a very severe side effect. So if you have had side effects like that, make sure you tell the people who are, I mean, even in your saringan vaksin tu, dia akan tanya kalau ada apa-apa side effect. Please tell them that you have had that before. Alright, so these kind of people, you have to be very careful. So these are the severe side effects. Alright, and this person actually had a vaccine lama dulu, don't know what vaccine, typhoid ke apa, and they had kesempitan. So these kind of things you have to tell the people who are vaccinating you that you have had a very severe side effect. As for what do you call this, eczema and all those, I don't think that's a problem. It shouldn't be a problem to take the vaccines. Bahan besi melekat, itu saya tak tahu. That is something that I cannot explain because in the clinic we have Sinovac, and as far as I know, I've seen people with Pfizer, lepas tu tak ada benda melekat, tak ada apa-apa. So if it is true, I have never seen before. Saya tak pernah tengok lagi. Alright. I want to know my rights to avoid vaccine. I've been forced to take a vaccine. Okay, this you have to talk to your majikan. I cannot give anything about this. Alright. Ivermectin, I think I've made a video about ivermectin dulu. Ubat cair darah, yes, you can continue take it. You can take the vaccine, shouldn't be a problem. In fact, they'll tell you please continue taking, even though kalau you pernah ada heart disease atau sebagainya and you are on what do you call this, antiplatelet medications, continue taking it. Alright. Syarat sendi, not sure. Asma, again, kalau you have triggers towards kesempitan untuk susah nafas, please let know of the people. Tolong bagi tahu dia orang yang you pernah ada side effect ke atau you ada asma dan sebagainya. Kalau biasanya your asthma trigger is the cold weather or dust and all those, it shouldn't be a problem. In fact, quite a few people came to the clinic and they took the vaccine, and they were also people who have asthma and they had no side effect with the Sinovac, right? And as some of the ministers have said, that Sinovac will be used for people who have severe allergies, so your safe choice will be Sinovac. Alright. High blood pressure medications, yes, you can take, no problem. Vaksin booster, itu nanti kita terangkan. Kita akan berbincang mengenai vaksin. Booster vaksin tu perlu ke tidak? Adakah anda perlukan booster vaksin? That one we will terangkan. Tikus makmal will be out. Alright. Maksudnya vaksin. Okay. FDA is still in how to say, that is not fully this one yet. Yeah, I got Sino side effect. Sakit sendi-sendi kat tangan, especially pergelangan tangan, that is normal. Tempat vaccination tu akan ada sakit, that is normal. Coin tak melekat lah. Sinovac is not the same thing, it's different. And it is coin lekat-lekat ni, kalau saya ambil coin sekarang lekat pun mungkin dia melekat sekejap. That's normal. I don't think it's because of the vaccine. You can't mix and match the vaccines. You can only use the same vaccine. In Europe, dah ada study menggunakan Pfizer dan juga what's the other one? Pfizer and Moderna, because it's the same type of vaccine. So maybe they're doing studies with that, but not Pfizer and Sinovac. It's different. It's a different type of vaccine. Cara vaksin berfungsi dalam badan kita, cara vaksin ni berfungsi dalam badan kita lain-lain. So that is the thing. You can't mix and match. Alright. Also, I think the most important thing, banyak soalan, I think just DM me. I don't want to bore you anymore, and this video will be saved, and I have to tell you that you can share with people. Make sure people know that saya nak rumuskan sikit. Vaksin ni, satu cara nak dapatkan vaksin is by your My Sejahtera app. Go there, ada satu ikon menunjukkan nama anda, vaksin untuk anda. Klik sana, tak boleh nak pilih DKR Sky Clinic atau klinik mana-mana. Anda akan diajukan kepada satu tempat PPV yang terdekat kepada anda. So just go there and ask them what vaccine are they giving you. Apa vaksin yang anda akan dicucuk. Itu anda punya hak, you boleh tanya. Alright. So you ask them what is the vaccine that I'm being given. Okay, you tak boleh pilih klinik, tak boleh pilih vaksin. You can just click on your name, answer a few questions. Ada beberapa soalan sana, jawab soalan tu, And then lepas tu go for your appointment on your vaccination. Alright. And the other thing is you have to know what vaccine they are injecting inside you. Jangan sampai second dose baru nak tanya apa vaksin yang saya dapat. First of all, apa vaksin yang anda dapat. Lepas, kalau tak tanya kat sana pun, dalam kad you akan ditulis first dose bila, second dose bila, dan jenis vaksin akan ditulis terang-terang kat atas ni. Walaupun lupa tanya doktor kat sana, tengok kad anda, dapat tahu. So for those of you nak tahu, di Malaysia there's 3 types of vaccine. Okay, there's AZ, there's Pfizer, there is Sinovac. Tiga-tiga ni cara vaksin ni berfungsi berlainan. One, Pfizer RNA vaccine. Second, AZ is your viral vector. Saya dah terangkan sebelum ni viral vector tu apa. Ketiga is your Sinovac, di mana it is live attenuated or weakened vaccine, di mana vaksin virus tu diambil dan dilemahkan, lepas tu dimasukkan ke dalam badan anda. This is the oldest technology. Yang dua lagi ni, AZ and Pfizer, is new technology. Alright. So if there is more questions, apa-apa, ajukan ke DM kita. And kalau some of you don't know yet, please go back. This video will be saved. Saya dah terangkan awal-awal dalam video ni apa 3 jenis vaksin di Malaysia and cara dia berfungsi secara ringkas. Alright. So this is our topic for discussion today. And we will discuss about shedding soon. We will talk about shedding. Ivermectin sudah pun diterangkan. And we will talk about booster dose as third dose. Diperlukan ke? Apa logik di sebalik booster dose ketiga dan sebagainya? We will discuss in our next topic. So today's topic is just to terangkan about the type of vaccine that you get. Alright. Thank you very much. Please follow us. And thank you for your support. Baju tikus makmal dah keluar. Baju lain-lain akan keluar lagi. Alright. Ciao. See you guys.